What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about AMC GME as well as the overall broader market. So today AMC was down for 2.97% for the day. It had a high of $18.37. So you can imagine the difference that we have in the price. At the market close, it was almost around $17. During the trading hours, AMC went up to $18.37. The average volume on AMC is around 42.23 million, but today's volume was around 39.21 million. Definitely the volume has gone down quite a bit. It has been coming down from last couple of days, but it's still pretty much a solid volume that's coming in AMC right now. It just comes down to the overall sentiment towards the overall broader market from here onwards. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now GameStop was down for 3.33% for the day. It had a high of $160. The average volume on GameStop is around 3.48 million, but today's volume was around 2.31 million. So the volume is definitely keeping up again today as well. But still, there is no significant upward momentum coming into the GameStop right now. We just have to wait for the SPY. Now the SPY is waiting for to touch the $401 mark. Now let's come over to the SPY. Now SPY was up for 1.02% for the day. It had a high of $398.84. Now what's happening in the SPY right now is it's trying to touch that gap which is there. There is no good news out there for the overall broader market. The inflation is 40 years high. The Fed is going to increase the interest rate next week. Now this thing is just getting messed up completely. The market is going up, though we don't have any good news out there for any company. Now let's come over to the options for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now this whale was buying basically both the side. He's buying a call as well as put. He's trying to hedge his position. He's expecting we might have some sort of aggressive upward momentum into AMC, or we might go down from here onwards. So he's betting both the sides from here with the same expiration, which is 56 days, and he's buying $25 call, $25 put with 2000 contract. This is the same individual who's betting both the sides. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, majority of them are onto the upside and they are betting a huge amount of money that the AMC will keep going up from here onwards. Now when I bring up the put to call ratio chart, you can see it for yourself. 68% is the call side, 32% is the put side. The volume is pretty heavy onto the call side, though the premium are pretty juicy on the put side. That's something to be noticed. But by looking at the options flow, there was nothing which was extremely suspicious that is coming out of it. We just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Now let's come over to the options flow for the GameStop. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. The majority of the whales are onto the upside and they're buying way too much deep in the money call option. This $115 call option that's going to expire in 28 days seems to be like some institutional money is betting to the upside, but they are all buying this $115 call option, which was a slight bit suspicious. I would say that we can expect some sort of a upward momentum coming into the GameStop from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit more further and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, a majority of them are onto the downside and they are buying put option and betting that the GameStop is going to keep going down from here onwards. This $150 put option that came in a line and these were 7 days expiration is a little bit suspicious. We never know, anything can happen in GameStop. It might move upwards. Now GameStop has been holding very well because the overall broader market is holding as well and it's moving towards the upside. That's what it's pushing GameStop as well as AMC along with it. Now we just have to wait and see how far the market is going to go up from here onwards. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of the whales are onto the downside, but there are still quite a lot of big money that is betting towards the upside for the SPY from here onwards. Deep in the money call option, these $391 call option that's going to expire in 147 days. Now these individuals are putting this kind of money. They might know something, they might have a change of mind in near future, but I personally believe we are going to go down significantly. There is no good sentiment towards the market, though the market can stay irrational for as long as it wants. Right now we are in a completely irrational situation. There is no good news out there for the market. Everything is messed up very badly in the economy as well as inflation. Still the stock market is going up. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales were doing. Now mini whales were buying this $380 put option, which is very suspicious, and they are buying this 56 days expiration. Some of them were 20 days expiration, and they're buying a huge amount of contracts and they're betting a huge amount of money towards the downside for this SPY. Now these $380 put option, like I mentioned, came in a line and they are all betting towards the downside for this SPY. Now we definitely had a earnings or snap Snap gave a warning that they might lose the revenue for the next quarter as well, which again brought down the market. Now let's come over to the chart of the SPY. Now, like I have been mentioning continuously in my previous videos, that the SPY will definitely cover this position up. This is $401 gap that we still have in the SPY. Now we are almost $398.79, which means we are very close to the gap. Now, as this gap is going to get filled, after that, there is complete uncertainty what's going to happen. But I personally believe we are going towards the downside. We have one gap over here to the down on $379.37. We have a slight bit of gap over here as well at $369.44. So we have more gaps to the downside as compared to the upside. But I personally believe the SPY will definitely try its level best tomorrow to reach to this point, at least throw a wick towards the upside, and then we might experience some downtrend from tomorrow onwards, because there was nothing good that came out of Snap, and for some reason Snap moves the entire market for no reason. Now that's what happened in the aftermarket as well. Stocks like Meta, Trade Desk, Google, all these stocks are in deep red just on the news that came out from the Snap. So we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Hope so you like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Then I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.